Let's see if we're live. Are we live? What's up, everyone? Let's see. Watch the stream catch up for a sec. Make sure we're good to go. There we are. All right, how's it going, everybody? So, Travis is gone tonight. You're stuck with me. Thanks, Stevie, for the kind words and kicking us off. So yeah, cool. Making sure everything's fired up and running. Awesome. How's it going, guys? I see Craig's here. Anna, thanks for keeping us in line. Mason, what's up? Scorpius. Thank you, Stevie. So yeah, Travis is he's out of town, I think. So I'm going to be showing you how to make circle patterns in Illustrator and Photoshop. So we're gonna have some fun with that, and I'll be jumping back and forth. So some work on the tablet and then some work in Illustrator. So let me get something sent real quick. Cool. How's everybody going tonight? It's still kind of early on my side of the world. Cool. Yep. All right. Let me see where we're at. So, circle patterns. Basically, we're going to be working with pattern brushes in Illustrator. Let me switch over to. We'll go with a tablet first. How about that? Where are we at here? Aha! So, let's see. I put this together earlier, the little promo graphic, and that kind of circular thing is all, it's actually for the little ghosts, and then we just turned it into a brush pattern and set it as a stroke on a circle in Illustrator. So we're going to be playing around with that, and we're going to make some big crazy mandala thing, or at least see how far into it we can get. Let's see. Yep, I'll be teaching. Well, I'll be showing you kind of how to work through something like this as we go along. So actually, if you have Illustrator, any of you that are watching, and you want to just fire it up, and maybe as we go, you can post stuff, either tweet it at us or post it in the maybe in the stream, and we can see what everybody kind of comes up with. But for now, I'm going to be jumping back into, let's see, we'll start out with a smaller one on Illustrator. I got too many screens going on here. Boop. Alright, now I can switch over without making everybody motion sick. Alright. So, let's see. Yeah, Control-Alt-Shift-T. I had a blast with that. What's up, Cryptal? Steve. Yep, check out Stevie's Space Unicorn if you missed it. That was pretty cool. It didn't dawn on me it was a unicorn in the background until in the spacesuit until after a few seconds. All right, hopefully the mic clears up. Can you guys hear me all right? It's not as loud as earlier. Let's, it should be bumped up. Oh well. Nod yes if you can hear me. So, I'm going to go ahead and pull some guides out. I've got a canvas that's just square. It's 1200 pixel by 1200 pixel. And we're going to just kind of build a mandala on it. So, with these guides here, I'm going to, if you unlock the guides, this is something that I came across just recently. In Illustrator, if you have the, let's find it, the Align palette open, and I just switched computers finally, so all my presets are off. But you can actually select a guide, right, and say you want it exactly halfway. If you have the alignment option set to align to artboard, which is that last little option at the bottom, And you can select your guide, and then you can just simply align it horizontal or align it vertical, just like that. So then you get, it's kind of, in Photoshop, it's the same way as like when you hit new guide, and then you punch in 50% and 50%, and that can get you the guides just where you want it. Music is a bit too loud. All right, we might have to just turn the music off because I can't figure out how to get. That's about as far down as possible. So then we can go to view and lock guides, and then there we go. We have them exactly at the 50% mark on each axis here on our canvas. All right, so if you guys, I don't know, have you guys ever played with pattern brushes in Illustrator? Let's see. Type 1 if you have. Let's see, the new shape tool. No, I'm still working on that. That's Travis is the master at the shape tool now, but that's something I still need to put some time in. The AI file, the project I'm currently working on, and you can critique what I've got as of right now. Maybe in a little bit. We've got plenty of time. So yeah, that was muddy. So how about tweet me? Okay. Or just send me, I don't know what the best way to send me an AI file is actually. Send me a link to it and I can download and open it later. Okay. Yep, Aaron, it is me. As says the bubble over my head. Alright, so pattern brushes are actually a lot of fun. And I'm gonna show you how to build kind of a basic one real quick, or we're gonna just kind of figure one out, and then we'll do like an illustration in Photoshop, bring it into Illustrator, and then just turn it into mandala, one of the others. Ooh, have you tried the new shaper tool to create merge and no? Not yet. I want to. So pattern brushes are pretty cool. Let's just make a we'll do something super simple. All right, so I'm gonna use the star tool, right? And we're gonna make a star. I'm gonna transform this 180 degrees, and let's just simply fill it in. We'll just fill the star in with black, right? Okay, so if we scale it down, we have just a star, right? So if you have your brush window open, so window and then brushes, all you do is grab that shape and then drag it into your brush panel and let go. And boom, it's going to ask you this prompt thing, right? So select a new brush type. Okay, we want pattern brush at the bottom. All right, so okay, we have our pattern brush, and you get this nifty dialogue of how that star is going to repeat across, basically across the stroke as you use it as an outline. So you can do a bunch of stuff. You can flip it across different angles or whatever. You can do the stretch to fit or add space to fit, approximate path. I usually put stretch to fit. Colorization, I haven't actually played with this yet, but I usually leave it on none, and just for the sake of just showing you how this works in general. You can change the corner, what Illustrator does to the shape once it hits a corner there. So we have auto sliced is the default. So let's just hit OK, and you can see that it's over here on your right hand side. It's in this brushes palette, right? So now you have 3 stars. So let's just go ahead and we're going to delete this star. And next we're going to make a circle. So where's my shapes here? Let's go back and find a ellipse tool. All right. And then since I have my guides here in the middle, I'm just going to kind of center it up, and I'm going to hold Alt and Shift. And holding Alt and Shift will allow me to drag a perfect circle from the center. So you can just let off like that. And then you just make sure you have the circle is just a black outline basically, right? And then you click on your star tool, and there you go. You have a circle star pattern. So what we're going to be doing tonight is just kind of doing something even more we're gonna try to get intricate and just weird with it and see what we can do. But these are a lot of fun. So like I said earlier, I'll drag this one over here. So I drew this little ghost guy like a few times, and then you gotta kind of eyeball where you want to cut him, and then what you do is you just turn them into a brush pattern and then set them along a circle. So we're gonna do a whole bunch of different things like that, and just kind of see what we can build. So as you go along, if you're in Illustrator and you get a chance to play with this stuff, like I said, definitely post it in the chat or Twitter it at me or whatever, and we'll take a look at it as we go through the stream here. So hopefully you can still hear me. I'm already losing my voice. I've been fighting a bad flu bug for the past 2 days. I slept for like 18 hours yesterday. I haven't done that since, I don't remember the last time I did that, but it's it definitely like knocked me on my butt for the past couple of days, so bear with me. Get some coffee in my system and get some water on that too. So what have you guys been doing all week? Let's see, what we do last week. Last week we did more UI stuff, right? I think we did we do navigation last week? Was that last week? No, we did forms. That was the Bacon Air one, right? Man, a week flew by like nobody's business. All right. Yeah, no kidding. I've been eating ibuprofen like freaking M&Ms around here. Finals. Ooh, yeah, I remember those days. Yeah, I'll check my emails at some point. Yeah, if you don't have Illustrator, like Swameet's saying, the trial, 30 days, download it for free, have some fun with it. You can follow along on here and we'll make some stuff. I gotta remember though where I'm leaving OBS since I'm switching back and forth. So you know what, let's just make another simple pattern, and I can just turn this off just like that, right? And if I just switch it back, let's see, just go to basic. So we just have our circle here again. So let's build something else just for fun. We'll just build something in an Illustrator. And let's build more of a, okay, well I'll show you something like this. So let's just do something different. I'll show you how to cut some stuff. So I'm just going to build some basic shapes. And if you didn't already know, one cool thing that I came across in Illustrator is when you hit, when you go to copy something, Control C and Control V, sometimes it's in a, I never quite understood why, but it's in a different part on the screen. So if you select something and hit Control C and then Control F, that's paste in front. So then my copy is actually directly in front of the object I just copied from. So you can do something like that. Let's just build kind of, see if we can do something that's more like intertwined or something. So Control C, Control F, and I can just get something like this. You know what we're going to do though? Let's do it with, so we get some consistent edges. Let's just use the pen tool. And we'll drag out. I'm going to use my guide here so I can give myself kind of a start and stop spot. I'll bump the stroke up to, let's do 2 width. So, I'm just going to draw some stuff. Zoom in. Let's see. Let's just do something that kind of interlocks, maybe like so. Just to kind of show you what this tool does. So Control C, Control F. I'm going to flip this. Object transform, reflect, and horizontally. You can even click preview if you want. So say we ended up with just a shape like this, but we're going to come in here, and I like to add points. And just kind of break apart. Lately, I've been doing a lot of icons and stuff, so I like to try to keep things as just outlines, so I can manipulate the stroke width or weight on them for other stuff. So we're gonna do something like that. Let's see, Strokes OG. Can you recommend a drawing tablet? Any Wacom actually that that you want to pick up. Wacom's are the only ones I've used, to be honest. So let's see, we'll just do something like that, right? So then we can set how far we want this to repeat. Say we did, I don't know, let's do like a, let's just do a circle here in the middle just to see what it looks like. There we go. So say we wanted to make a pattern out of this, right? Could you do the Greek motif like the one Da Vinci uses? I have no idea what that is, but maybe I can look it up. I'm gonna go to Object, Path, and we're gonna go to Outline Stroke. All right. So one thing we can do is we probably want to actually give ourselves a little more width on this side. Actually, on both sides, we're gonna. So say you had, let's just to kind of show you something. Say you drew something and all your sides weren't even, right? Say you just had something like this, and you're trying to make this thing seamless. Well, we're gonna use Pathfinder tool. You can use the Pathfinder and crop this whole thing down into something seamless. So we're gonna pick our rectangle tool, and we're gonna take a selection. Essentially, we're gonna cut down to a selection of what we want to turn into a pattern. So if I go to something like this, right, and select all and use the crop, it's going to give me, you know, a seamless. The left and right sides are going to be seamless. So I'm going to go ahead and ungroup this, and I'm going to get rid of some of the empty shapes. So I'm going to select Same, Fill, and Stroke, and just delete that. So this whole thing I could turn into a pattern brush, right? So let's zoom out, we'll grab this, we'll drag it over here. Alright, so we want to select pattern brush again. And you can see what this is going to do. You get kind of a preview of what's going to happen. It looks like our inside corners are going to get funky. So we can tell it what we want it to do. Because you can manipulate the inside corner, you can manipulate every part of it. So how it ends. Let's say we want the inside corners, even though we're working on a circle, we'll do something like, how about in between, right? And then the ends, we don't have anything for the ends really. And we're going to stretch the fit. We'll leave this as is. All right. So I'm going to get rid of this for now, and we're going to come back to here and select that. So you can see we did the this whole intertwining like pattern here. And if you want to make it bigger or smaller, you can just up the stroke weight. So on your stroke palette, you have weight, and mine's set to points right now. So if I just bump it up, you know, it'll just keep bumping up the overall weight of that pattern. So you, like this, you know, you can make some pretty cool stuff easy. And it's, I mean, once you start like stacking this stuff on each other, you can make some really elaborate things. Have you guys seen, there's an artist I follow who does a bunch of mandala or circular patterns in, he does it by hand painted, but he uses calligraphy. So you can even do this with, you know, you could do this with, say something looks similar like that. So if you wanted, you know, a calligraphic, or how do you say it, calligraphic font, calligraphic. You could either just type on a path, or if you want to do something cool with it and make it into like more of an overall shape, you could do this same method where you just turn the whole thing into a pattern brush and get some cool stuff out of it. So this is kind of the bare bones basics of what we'll be doing. You can bump this way up, which is pretty cool, and get some pretty crazy stuff out of it. So if you're like me and like love geometry and patterns in general, you can get stuck in this for days on end if you don't watch out. Yeah, Hershey, there will be more YouTube videos finally. Like I said, I was just able to get migrated to a new computer today, and I did a test stream earlier, and it was the first time in months where my OBS wasn't giving me like these big red drop frame errors every time I tried to do something. So now that I can and it's my old computer was working fine. It was just the amount of updates and just latest software builds and stuff. It was just too hard on the old PC. So we're finally on a new machine, and so I can start doing videos and whatnot again. So we might actually do a video on something like this, just a progression of building one of these things. So let's see. Who's going to be able to follow along? Is anybody gonna boot up Illustrator and show me what they make? Anybody? Come on, I know you can do it. Or if you don't have Illustrator, see if you can make a circular pattern in Photoshop. There's methods to do that too, which is Control Shift Alt T. Was it T or D? Man, I don't remember. It's been so long. I did a video on that a while ago because that was like magic at the time, being able to duplicate, say, take a part of a picture of a photo and duplicate it across a in a circular pattern was pretty cool. Looking up some mandala stuff a while ago and saw some done with grains of sand. Oh, yeah, there's actually, did you ever play with a spirograph? I forget what they are, where you put the marker in it and then you spin it and it does like the spirograph shapes, like the stuff you find, the shapes you find on like currency and the backs of checks and stuff like that. Can you make a Johnson? What do I usually stream? I usually stream a variety of stuff. It's usually the variety, I don't know. It's usually drawing or just weird things. So I'm going to switch over to Photoshop. We're going to sketch some more monster faces, I think, and try to make a mandala out of that. So as I'm going, I'm just going to kind of design and doodle. And we're going to switch up cameras here so I can switch, because if I drag OBS onto one screen, you guys might get motion sick, or at least I know I will. So we're going to go back to the tablet, and voila. Okay. Yeah, we still have some here in the house. My kids have one. They have the ones now that you can. It just spins the circular paper, and you just do ink drops on it, and it makes anything that makes like patterns like that. I love. I get such a kick out of it. So I was writing down some stuff. I think we're gonna draw these little ghost guys. We're gonna do some more faces like that. I've been in such a kick with these guys lately that we're gonna do some more of that. And then I thought we might do. I was thinking, I've done this before, where I made a chain link pattern using a pattern brush. But I was thinking, what if we did a chain link made of donuts? I think that could be pretty cool. So it looked like chain link, but it was actually like Homer Simpson donuts. So I don't know. We'll start with the ghost guys, the monster ghost guys, and then we'll see if we'll challenge ourselves to a chain link donut pattern. I get out of my chair. I got to stand up to work on the tablet, or I don't know. If not, I feel like I'm out of my element. All right. Let's hope I don't knock everything over. All right, that's not my stylus. A mechanical pencil won't work. This will work. That's the whole reason why I wear hats. It's the place to put your pencils. If they're not in my hat, they're on the floor. So let's see here. Let's make sure I'm on the right screen. Okay. So I'm gonna close that out. And we can even that one I made before. Actually, I colorized it in Photoshop. Oh, I scared myself for a minute. I couldn't see the light on the microphone. Thought I unplugged it. I was like, great. I've been mute this whole time. So let's see. So I'm gonna give myself probably a couple guides here and just drag out. everything will work. Just so I know like the like where I want to start and stop with the top of the ghost. Where's my sketchbook? All right, I'm gonna kind of look off my own reference here so I can remember what I drew. So let's see, and I'll stop and check the chat out. It looks like I'm watching a tennis match. I keep going across my desk to each screen trying to figure out where I'm at. So feel free to ask stuff in the chat, and I'll answer as I see it. I wish there was like, well, maybe there is. Maybe there's some sort of, there's got to be some sort of notification sound, right, for chats or something. But that might be a whole can of worms I don't want to ever open. Oh, which videos? You mean the? We did the. There was one kind of geometric pattern that actually it helped me get over creative block at one point, and it's one of the kind of I don't know what you call them, kind of the techno looking. I don't know. It feels like you'd find them in Tron or something, and it was just basically making copies of. Maybe we'll do some of that too. We'll just look at circle patterns in general as we get going. But it was like just making copies of ellipses with a stroke, right? And then just breaking them apart, and you kind of get these shapes that like kind of a funnel shape as you get going. And then just adding some lighting effects and color and just having fun and a mixture of like just playing with geometry and you know, and like I was using like galaxy photos and things like that, and just mixing it all together and seeing what you get, and it helped get my brain thinking in a different direction again, which helped me break creative block, which was nice because in this line of work you do hit that quite often, and I'm noticing as I get older I hit it even more. So it's not I feel like my brain used to fire so much quicker years ago, but now it's like a turtle that doesn't want to get out of bed half the time. All right, and that's a pencil. Let's put this pencil way over here so I don't end up scratching big old divots in my tablet over here. That would be just terrible. So I'm not going to do any like finished revisions or anything on the in Photoshop. I'm just going to sketch stuff because we're going to vectorize it in Illustrator. And we got plenty of time to do this, so let's just hang out and see what we can make. And I like how ghosts have like, or these ghosts have like this choppy little kind of. It almost looks like they're like they got carpet hanging off of them or something. So let's see. That'll be kind of the outside. And I'm also playing with this other little plugin called Lazy Nazumi. I think it's how you pronounce it. Lazy Nazumi, yeah, and it's supposed to like smooth brush strokes and stuff. So I've been playing with that lately to see how it works because I've never been able to like ink really well in Photoshop. I'm always really like my lines were always real just shaky and jagged. Probably because I drink way too much caffeine. But I've been using that to try to like just help me smooth it out again and just kind of get some smoother lines, especially when I'm just using just trying to get an ink, just an inked look. So let's see, we'll give him some eyeballs, and that might be a little too big. Let's go a little bit smaller than that. Let's see. I'll give him. So I had one side where his eye was like, one was like way open, and this side was all kind of sleepy. So, and yep, you're hearing music from 99 Lives is the label, and they've got, if you haven't, Okay, shameless self-plug, but the latest album cover, I did that one. So if you see number 97 or Level Up, and you see the big robot going like this, that was by me, which was a lot of fun to do. So let's see. And then I kind of gave him this goofy grin. And he had a couple teeth hanging out. There we go. So, well, kind of the plan is we're gonna do some of these drawings, right? And we're gonna make them on the simpler side, because once we start stacking them all up into this mandala, it's gonna get really, you'll be surprised how just intricate looking it gets fast. So. And that's kind of one of the cool things I like about it, is that even though you're doing all these simple shapes really and putting them together, but then once you start doing each ellipse with something different on them, it starts looking, you know, extremely intricate, and it's really cool to watch it just kind of build. I think that's one of the reasons why I love mandalas so much, is because it just there's so much going on them, where you can make just like, you know, the amount of stuff you can just put into them is just crazy, and that's something I just enjoy. And luckily, with tools like Illustrator and Photoshop, it's you can build some of this stuff. I don't want to say easy, but definitely quicker, and you can like preview stuff faster and see just how it's going to build and grow and how it's going to go. I hear my kids outside. I don't know what they're doing. Don't worry, Stevie. They're taking care of it. Let's see. This guy, he's always got, we'll give him kind of a funny mouth. And he needs one fang. No, you know what? He needs a bottom fang. Just one bottom tooth. There we go. And he'll look like, we'll put one eye open like he's staring at his friend, and like he's winking. There we go. We're going to kind of attempt to make the bottom of them kind of thicken it up towards the bottom. It may look terrible, but we'll give it a shot. And we'll clean this up in Illustrator as we go. So checking with the chat again, is a good idea to do concept sketches in Photoshop and transfer it over to Illustrator. So that's exactly what I'm doing now, and I find I do that quite often, to be honest with you. I'll do in the drawing program, like you'll get much cleaner a cleaner output if you're doing stuff like this in Illustrator. You know, this is kind of what Illustrator, it is what Illustrator is built for. You know, it's built for the more, I guess, graphic art type stuff. You know, not so much, not the painted stuff, but just real clean lines and stuff that you can scale and you know, use for like you know, like large format graphics, and scale them up without losing any of your any sharpness or clarity. So we're gonna build these guys in that. I think I'm gonna have kind of. So I gotta watch out if so I'm gonna watch it on one of these sides. See the left side of this guy where his eyeball is. The third ghost is actually gonna, once we make it seamless, he's gonna, you know, kind of go behind him a little bit, right? So that's gonna be the overlap. So I got to remember that wherever we cut this guy in Illustrator, that's where our pattern's are gonna start and stop on the left and right side. So you kind of got to be careful that you're not going to end up with something that doesn't want to cut very easy. And I don't know if you guys ever get a chance to, but for the longest time I've been just addicted to patterns. I run a website that it's actually pretty outdated now, but it's called Din Pattern, DINPATTERN.com, and I used to just make patterns for fun forever, and I put them all up there in case anybody else ever wanted to use them. So if you ever get a chance to check it out, there might be some some patterns there that you could actually rebuild them into Illustrator stuff if you wanted to. It's all free patterns that you can just play with and use in your own art and whatnot. But yeah, for the longest time, that's what I did all the time. After I was done with work, I just made patterns forever, and it was it was crazy how addicting it gets. And thank you, Swami. Yep. So let's see. What happened to Craig? Why'd CJ get his message deleted? Oh, that's what he's trying to do. Okay. He's trying to post a link. Okay. Like it was getting bad. Like I think I mentioned this on one stream where I was helping a friend shoot weddings, and he'd have to like come looking for me because I'd be off shooting photos of like the couches and stuff in hotels and like in like the stained glass in churches and things like that. And he's like, "Come on, Evan, we're supposed to be working. Stop, taking photos of all the patterns." Find me down like a weird hallway, pointing the camera at the wall, just taking pictures of wallpaper and stuff like that. Every time I talk, Evan doesn't check chat until my message is gone. I'm sorry. I'll try to pay better attention to it. This guy's just going to have one big Cyclops looking eye and two, like a major underbite. There we go. Okay, I'm looking at the chat. Where is it? Every time, put it again. I looked. What do you want me to answer? Oh man. Yep. So I was, and my wife would find me. We'd go shopping at like Target or something, and I'd be in like the bedspread or the home furnishings aisles, like taking pictures with my phone and stuff of like pillows and things. And I got pretty heavy into just textiles and for a while, and I still definitely enjoy them. These guys are looking pretty funny. Let's see. So let's imagine. So if we're an Illustrator, what we're gonna do is we're going to end up doing something like this. Am I on two layers here? Okay, so let's Control E so I get all my layers together. So we're going to end up doing, just to get a sense of where we're at here. In Illustrator, I'm probably going to cut him right about here, right? So Control X, Control V. Actually, let's do this the other way. I forget the shortcut for it. Let's go back. So I'm going to right click, and I forget the shortcut to, I'm going to do new layer via cut. Okay, so that kind of pasted it right in front. And if I hold shift and just drag over, we're going to kind of see where that's going to line up. So basically, and hopefully my history has got enough in it to do this. But see how this kind of lines up here? Right? Draw some guides out. So as long as we cut it, and we have room for it on the left side, this thing will be seamless. So in Illustrator, we know exactly where to. We're gonna do essentially the same thing we just did in Photoshop. Instead of cropping it down like we did on that other pattern, we're just gonna cut the right side off, paste in front, and then just move it to the left. So that way we know the right and left side are going to be seamless once we turn it into a pattern, if that makes sense. So since the road to Wacomandry, man, yep, I got to do some more. Grant, I tweeted you a photo of my pattern on Illustrator. Oh, right on. Check that out real quick. Let's see. I'm looking. Is Lachlan tuning in? Thanks, bud. Yeah, David, I see it. That's pretty cool. It's like a bubble pattern. See, was that fun? Tell me that wasn't fun to put together. You're gonna be addicted like I am, dude. You're gonna end up making all these things. It's gonna be like 4 o'clock in the morning. You're gonna have all these crazy patterns going on. I love this stuff. Oh man, geometry was by far the only math. Well, not the only. Well, yeah, it was the only math class I liked, and this is why. All right, so let's do that, and then let's go ahead while we're in Photoshop. Let's try to sketch out if we can figure out how to make. And I think this is gonna be awesome if I can get it working. We're gonna make a donut chain. Okay, it's got to be possible, right? I mean, we'll say they're more like the little cheapo donuts, right? That have like the big hole taken out of them, like the. Do you guys remember those? Sometimes you get like the fancy ones have like the little hole in them, like you get at the real donut shop, and then there's like the cheap brand, the brand that you get like in the way down the bakery aisle in grocery stores, where it's like it looks like a donut. But there's the middle's got this huge chunk taken out of it. It's more like just a ring. Those are the. I know they exist. I remember seeing them when I was little. The cheapo donuts. So we're gonna kind of build a. We're gonna try to make it work. It may not work, but let's contract this down. Apply effect at canvas bounds. Boop. We're going to take that down to 4. Delete. And again, these are just our sketches. So we're going to do, you know what? And I did this right on. Let's make this its new layer so I don't mess up our ghost monsters we just drew. Make this a new layer. So I'm going to do Control J, Control T, and we got to figure out kind of the. When we're doing this, we got to think about if we mash 2 of these donuts together, right? That they got enough. Well, maybe that might be the cool part of a donut chain is that to get to make them link together, you kind of got to mash up where the links would be. Like I say, cheapo donuts, but those are the only donuts I've eaten. It doesn't. They're donuts, though. I mean, how could they can't ever be bad. They're just. All right, so and we need the icing. So I'm gonna make another Control J, Control T. So we gotta see kind of where the we're gonna make kind of where the and these are just where I'm gonna kind of sketch and make guides here. So I'll make another copy, Control J, Control T, and that's where the I don't know if we'll need this inner one. I'm trying to imagine if it was a top-down view. We did this. If you guys ever caught that stream where I did the stickers with my kids, we made a donut monster guy, and we did like the top-down view and had them floating around the monster. So let's try something like that. So I'm gonna go E. I'm pressing Control E to merge those layers together, and we'll kind of turn the opacity down. So I'm imagining, kind of like the icing comes around, and this may not work at all. I definitely we'll try our best. We'll and if it doesn't work, I will try and refine it later, because then we would have like sprinkles on it, right? These are some big sprinkles. I've never seen sprinkles this big, but you get the picture. Like I said, though, we're just in sketch mode. These look more like, those aren't sprinkles. Like that would be sprinkles. I'm drawing more like when they put like peanuts on them or something, which I never figured out. I guess it does taste good, but all right. So we'd have like donut, right? So if we were to take this, we're just gonna kind of I'm gonna go ahead and merge this together, and I'm gonna make a copy, and I'm just trying to figure out, so let's say we had to flatten this guy out and push him over here, right? And I'm gonna draw over this because this looks terrible, but so just give me kind of a guide so we can draw at a different angle. So then we have our donut this way. Let's see. Kind of like that. And the icing would kind of come around, since it's more of a side view. I never, you know, well, let's say I'm making a chain out of donuts. I never would have thought I would be doing that today. But this morning I didn't even know what day it was, so. Too much flu bug, man. So then we would have, right, we'd have, so I'm gonna press Control J. We're gonna copy that layer again. We're gonna drag it over. And we're gonna see how this is gonna line up. So they're gonna have to be like mushed together. This is gonna be tight, but we're gonna see what we can do. So, you know, if you imagine kind of this area gone, right, and then for this one, how would that work? So, I guess the fronts. This is where the thinking comes in, which my brain's having a hard time doing right now. Let's copy him again. Control J. And, oops. Moved it over like that. Right. So we're trying to find where it's going to seam. So, like this. We're not going to need all these copies, but this is just helping us figure it out when we actually build this thing. All right, sorry I'm missing the chat. Let's see what I missed. Evan, make the icing on the donut titanium white. I'm thinking we need a chocolate one, and we need like a pink one, like you know, like a. The chocolate ones are usually like a brown cake with, like, you know, chocolate frosting, and then we'll do like a yellow or like a white cake with pink frosting, and they'll both have sprinkles, and that's what we're gonna attempt. Let's see. Yeah, Bob has the hair. My uncle had a Bob Ross hair afro though at one point. I've seen pictures. He'll deny it, but I've seen it. Okay, so if we are, and I'm pointing at my screen trying to figure out, like, trying to get this to work so I can think of where it's going to go. So if we have, is this going to work? If we have the, so say the front of this one, right? So if we have that, and like that, right? So yeah, so let's just do, because that would be our links right there. So then this one, and we would lose, oops, we would lose right here, and we would lose the front, this one, oops, back here, right? There. So if you can imagine that, we'd have our donut chain. So we'll probably, that's what we'll do. We'll have our ghosts, and then they'll be like hovering over their donuts. And then I wanted to draw just try to do a pattern out of smoke, and then I was going to do a pattern out of hatchets and pizza. Does that sound like, is that strange enough? Sometimes I wonder. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. But okay. I had like a like a skull and crossbones, but I was thinking we could do pizza with hatchets. Maybe some. I don't know. It's some. I don't know. Don't even ask. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna dump this stuff into Illustrator, and I've got a. I use a little like screenshotter tool. That's just what I'm. So hopefully this doesn't all crash when I do this. Please don't crash. If I copy this and copy. Did it freeze up when I did that? I want to double check. Let's see. If I use a screenshot tool. Okay, no, my webcam is still going. All right, that's good to know. I wasn't sure if that was going to happen or not. So let's put the tablet up. Oh, jump back into Illustrator. Use our muscles. All right, I didn't unplug anything, right? You guys can still hear me? What time is it? 7 o'clock, man. All right, maybe we won't get through all this. We spent an hour just trying to figure out donuts. All right, so let's hey, okay, now let's go back to this one. Did I do that right? All right, now we're back to Illustrator. I feel like there should be like 3 other people here just doing switchers. All right, so I'm gonna take this and we're gonna go like this, and actually we'll just delete it for now. We don't need it. You know what? I'm gonna save this. So save as desktop. I'm gonna say ghost donut pizza smoke hatchet stuff Mandela. There we go. See that? Now there's no mistaking what this file is. Alright, so I'm in Illustrator and Control B. There we go. We got our sketch. Alright, now I can see the chat easier too. Alright, instead of hatchets, do PB. Actually, I had cans written down, but I was thinking cans like peaches. All right. I have food in my room. I don't have to risk waking up family while looking for. You guys are having fun. Let me see. Let me check. Let me check the old Twitters. I had to jump back to this. Do all these switching. I gotta keep moving screens here. Boop. All right. So I can see because now I'll be on this screen. All right. I want to see. You got tweet me your patterns. Whatever you end up with. I don't care. I wanna check them out. So I saw David's bubbles, which is really cool. I'm gonna retweet that. Retweet. Yes. I'm gonna heart it. Let's see. Oh, redneck. Thank you, buddy. All right. So make sure you tweet them at me. And oh, I'm sorry. I'm at Evan Eckerd on the old Twitter thing. I'm in the chat as Creative Grenade tonight. But on the Twitter, the one I'll see is my name. Isn't that weird? So let's actually go Control X, and I'm gonna make a new layer. And I gotta. All right, I'm sorry. I gotta move the microphone so I can see what I'm doing here. Hopefully, I didn't unplug it. My mic has been dropped so many times that I think it's on its way out. The cable in the back, it's a blue snowball. And the cable in the back is looking really janky. It doesn't want to. I'm afraid to even look at it. It feels like it's just going to spit the cable out and laugh at me. So we'll hopefully you can still hear me. If if you can't hear me, where's my phone? Let me make sure I don't got. Make sure, because I'm sure I'll get notified right away by the beautiful, awesome Adobe peeps. Okay, we're good. All right, let's vector some ghosts, man. And here's another dilemma. Do we want to try to do all the color in Illustrator, or do we want to just do the line art in Illustrator and colorize it in Photoshop? Thank you, Dorothy. That's a good question, because I feel like we could do some cool stuff if we like painted it up a little bit in Photoshop, like play with gradients and stuff. A Breaking Bad pattern would be pretty cool. Type 1 if you remember Heisenberg. Alright, so I'm going to vector these guys. And it's funny, I see Travis use Illustrator. I'm like, man, how does he do it like that? Because everybody has their own like method on how they use Illustrator. It's funny. There's so many different ways to use it. All right, Mason. And we're gonna kind of, like I said before, we're gonna kind of keep it simple because these things can get super intricate fast. So I guess the main question is, do I want to do this, or do I want to? You know what? We're gonna do the other method. We're gonna start on the inside, and we're going to use the offset path to build the outside when we get there. It might be a little bit cleaner, actually. So, just using the pen tool, and this part, like I'm always so impatient when I'm doing this part because I just can't wait to see what it's going to look like once we put it across the circle. That's like the part you got to sit back and just go, oh, that's awesome. So let's see. Let's go like that. We're going to go to scratch my eyeball object path. Something in my eyeball. Okay. Offset path. Preview. I gotta see a preview. Ooh, that's crazy. But you know what? We want to keep it pretty fat. Like big fat. Like it's a Sharpie marker. Do I want to turn the meter up? Because it might get really pointy. Ooh. Yeah, let's make them rounded, actually. So we'll go to round. That makes them a little happier. So now I can just go like this, and I can say trim it, ungroup, and delete the middle. And I get my stroke here. So let's kind of build on the bottom here. Drag out another. You know what? I probably didn't want to delete that area so quick. I'm going to change the color here though so I can see what it is better. Just turn it red. And I need to go back to just a black. And let's line tool things. Line tool. Yeah, it's not right, but whatever. Let's follow along. Do. And do. Because then what we're going to do is we're going to let's just follow the path back up like that. And when I do this, see when I'm trying to join it, like just even guesstimating, you want to make sure that the angle that you pull the Bezier, the pin at, is the same angle that you want to match up, because then you just get such a smoother line, right? So now I can go this and click join, and then I can move the red part to object, arrange, bring to front, select them both, trim them up, ungroup, and a boom. We should have just the outline. Oh, and here's another little cool thing I've been using quite often. So this line, this way went pretty stupid. I didn't do very well there at all. I like doing this. Have you seen? Yeah, I see a lot of ones. All right. So, have you seen the little? Let me zoom in so you can see this. I love this little thing. I don't know when this got introduced. I don't know for how long I've missed this, but see if you like select a point. This is really cool. You get this little dot, and then you can round it. Man, I wish I had known that so much earlier. Like I said though, I don't know when it came in. That whole thing, but I've been using that a lot lately. So, but if you double click it, you can actually give it a precise number here. So we're going to give this a let's do a 2, just to kind of and these look really cool if you're doing like monograms and you want the edges to kind of like blend in a little bit. It looks awesome. Whoa, that burrito's not sitting well. So we're gonna bump the radius up. That way it just kind of gives it a softer end, makes it a little more playful. And I can see over here that I didn't edge that up very good at all, but we'll just kind of kick this out just a hair, just to kind of where it's. Did I turn? I thought I turned that thing off. Preferences, general. You know what? I crashed my computer earlier, and I think I lost. Where is it? Where's the? Isn't there one for animated zoom? I found it earlier. Somebody remind me, where's the animated zoom? Animated zoom. There we go. Let me turn that off. I'm old school, so I never got used to the animated zoom. So we'll just kind of peel that out so it's a little bit smoother. All right, it's not perfect, but yeah, whatever. Okay, let's draw some eyeballs. They're pretty much just ellipse tool builds. What is that? Oh, how do I turn that off, man? Okay, all my preferences have changed. I just want the scale. Where is it? Object. We're just a regular old. I guess it's working. That was weird. I've never seen. This is blowing my mind. I've never seen this before. What is this? What is this? What's happening to this circle? Was there an update? Or what? What happened? Look at that. You do charts and stuff. When did that happen? Alright, well. Learned something new. I don't know where it came from. I don't remember seeing that. Was that was there an update lately? Have I just completely lost it? Which I could, don't answer that. Don't answer that actually. So let's bump the stroke up here. And yeah, we still want like big fat like circles. Alright. And we'll just build off these. Let's go to 6. Object. Path. And I want to soften that up, so I'm going to do that little circle thing again. 2 is a little too much. Let's do 1. And what's cool is you can even do like half pixels and stuff. Make this bottom one a little bit rounder. Actually, I need to start. Let's start that over, and I'll drag it out longer first, so I give myself more running room. And we got to even this out. This guy's gonna look pretty funny when we're done. Pac-Man. No, I haven't got a chance to really play Black Ops 3. I know Travis loves it. I downloaded it and I've fired it up a couple of times, but I haven't got a lot of time to play it. I've been watching like it's funny with games anymore. Like I'll fire them up and then I'll just start like really looking at their UI. And I'll spend a while in the menus just checking out how they do everything. There's the game I am addicted to at the moment is Destiny though, and actually Destiny has one of the coolest UI and interfaces like I've seen, even down to like the iconography and stuff. I love it. So I've been like I'll play that a lot. But let's kind of move these over. So here, but yeah, no, I've been meaning to play it. But yeah, just so much going on. How do I want to do this? It's kind of we'll go down here. It helps you make sound effects. I find that a lot. Do you know your car goes faster as you drive if you make engine noises? It's proven. I've proven it. Yeah, not really. We'll get this like somewhat sort of right, but that's too much. So you can actually do 0.5 pixel. Isn't that weird? You can do half a pixel. All right, checking in on the chat. Hold on, I got computer doing stuff over here. Do you see any point in the near future where you make a tutorial vid? Do you see any, like if I'm gonna make one? Yeah, I have a whole notebook full of stuff, but I couldn't record them for the longest time because the old machine was just not doing it. So we'll be back to where we can do that again. So for here, actually we should let me redraw this and we'll overshoot it a little bit. In fact, we'll just use a like this, like this, like this. Make it further down. Turn this into just a stroke. Bump the width up, and we'll play with the width tool. So the width tool over here is kind of cool. It's usually the one that's up. I guess it's Shift W. So if I just click anywhere, I can say total width 6 pixels, and I'll do the end here too, 6 pixels, and then this top one I can say let's bump it down to 1 pixel, right? And I can do something like that. So now we can go to Object, and actually you can manipulate this even a little bit more. Let's do it this way. So the total, I just almost spit all over myself. Let's do side 1 is let's do 1. That'll kind of offset a little bit. I'm going to make this rounded edge. Object, path, outline stroke. And we'll select these two. You know, that's too wide now. I'm looking at it. We got to bump this down. Overall to 5, right? Round it, object. Where'd I go? Path, outline stroke. And we'll go here and we'll go to divide for easies. And we can get rid of, we don't want to get rid of this part yet, but we need to get rid of this part. Okay, so then we'll just do this again, drag out over here, that. I've never been like really good at line art in Illustrator. We did 5, right? We'll do like this, play with the width tool again, we'll set it for here, and we'll set the end here. We did 1 and 0.5, not 5.1. That, right? I better set this into 5. So then we go object. Actually, we've got some overflow here, so we'll just kind of move this in. It'll save us some time. Then object path. outline stroke, divide these, right, and this should work. And we can just get rid of this part, and we have kind of like a really makeshift quick eyeball, and we can just kind of merge all, oops, we can merge all this stuff back together. So that was kind of the easy way to make a quick eyeball outline, right? Yeah. Hey, I know that name. Yep. When I do play, when I play, it's on Xbox for sure, and it is gamer tag is the same as pattern website. It's a DIN pattern. Let's see. We're gonna make a couple little eyeballs. Trim that, ungroup, boop, and that one will be there, and this one will be over here, right? We got to get rid of the top part of this eyeball. So see, this is what I'm used to. I just make a shape of where I want to crop it, and then I go to trim, ungroup, get rid of that. There's always this, I never figured out a way around this. There's probably a way around it, but it always leaves empty shapes, and I guess that comes in handy. But for now I don't need them, so I'm just gonna select, if I have any other empty shapes, I'm gonna go to same fill and stroke and get rid of all of them for now. And then I can merge this together. And we got a couple eyeballs, and he's looking pretty goofy. So if we get rid of that, we can see our ghost dude. Let's draw the mouth. And we get the line going. The music stopped. Did we hit the end? Let's see. Get that going again. There we go. Creature is looking mischievous. Yep. Mischievous. How do you, I don't know how to say words today, man. Mischievous. Okay, and we're gonna have some teeth, and we're going like super simple, easy mode. That's really terrible. There we go. We kind of fixed that. All right, and we'll do 6 there, and here we're gonna turn this down to 3. All right. And I like giving it just corners of his mouth, which, quick way to do this is if you go to profiles down here, there's one that looks like this, and I like using this one. It just looks like the corner of somebody's mouth, really easy. CF, object, transform, reflect, and this one will go on this side. Oh, I reflected it the wrong way. We'll 180 this sucker, and there we go. And we got our ghosty ghost. So, object, path, outline stroke. And these guys will just, if I can select that, Pathfinder, I can't talk today, man. Yeah. I forgot to turn off vibrate on phone, and Syndicate's last tweet just gave me a mini heart attack. Oh, what'd he tweet? Oh, Brandon, that's cool. I'm looking at it on Twitter. I've got to retweet that on Twitter. That's really cool. That's cool, Coon. All right. So we'll call this guy good and done for now. Let's do another one. So we can turn this into a pattern. Check our time. It's been about 15 minutes, which is all right. So I'll use a different color, and we're gonna draw him out. You know what? We'll just we'll kind of guesstimate where, like, oops, where this whole like ghost would be. Let's do more up here. Doot. Like this. So do the same. I think his face has to be a little bit smaller because his, you know, the one in the middle, his face is smaller. These all, I think I got, there we go. One got missed. Okay, so object, object path. No, select it. Object path, offset path. Let's preview it. I think we did 8 last time, right? This should have kept our. See, usually I'm writing this stuff down, but I'm forgetting tonight. So we're gonna hit OK. Turn that to black outline, and we'll kind of. Oh, that's off. You hit Control Y because then you can see the outlines and you can kind of. A little bit easier to see what you're doing. That's like if you ever see people post on Twitter or whatnot, and they have these, they're showing off artwork that's these crazy like mesh looking things. All they did was take a screenshot of Control Y, basically, when they built it in Illustrator, and then take a screenshot of just the outlines. And actually, you get some pretty cool, you can do some cool stuff with that. If you do this crazy mesh thing and then just do outlines and do print screen and do like find edges in Photoshop, you can turn into a crazy texture. Object arrange, send it back. We'll trim this out. Trim, ungroup. Ta-da! Alright. Soften these up. Is it going to let me do all of them? Earlier it wasn't. Yeah, see, it was just doing one. Anybody know? I didn't realize that there was already a setting for this. How do I make it, like if I select multiple, it should affect multiple, and it's not. It was on my old machine. I can't figure out what setting that was. Let's see. Would you ever take drawing requests for a YouTube video? I don't know. Hey, is that Trip 40? Is that the Trip 40? Yeah. I think we've had some of your tunes playing. Right on. You know what? We're gonna steal this eyeball. We're gonna steal it. Look at that. We're gonna flip it. Object, transform, reflect. We're gonna reflect it vertically and move his pupil. There. You never know. Easy mode. All right. Let's do the wink. The old wink. All right. You can direct select each point and just drag out the dot instead of inputting a number. That way it will do the same to all points. You can direct select each point. I thought I was though, right? So if I go like this, say if I direct select all these points right here, I know I can drag them, but if I want to be precise, so say I want to keep the whole thing consistent, I used to be able to do it, but now it's only doing one. On my old machine, it would do all of them that was selected. I don't know what setting that was that did that. I'm going to have to go back and figure it out. This part we're going to do 25. Alright. I'm going to fatten this guy up. I think I had about 5 point. We'll play with the width tool again. Let's set a couple there. And we'll set this to 1. 1. And then we'll do another inside wink. Dun, 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 dun. Set that to 1. And we'll round this all out. We'll actually pull this down a little bit. back this guy out. We're kind of doing the quick and dirty method of just basic building this stuff. Sometimes usually I would just sit here and really draw it out, but we're just kind of, we're not taking it very serious. And it's fun just to use the presets and stuff. It does look like Sharpie marker though, which is kind of cool. So, what is this project for? This project is just for fun, dude. Do you ever use the brush tool to do line art in Illustrator? I have before. I've been meaning to go back and use it again. I used the blob brush before, and I've gone in and tried to use the brush tool just for inking, but I always end up going back to another program to do the inking. I need to get used to it though, because it would come in so much handier. I just undocked my tools there. All right. So this though, we're gonna build. So we're gonna kind of come like this. The music couldn't have stopped. Did it stop? Is it playing? It's so weird when when both Travis and I are on, the music is coming from his PC. We're usually streaming from his box, and so I can never hear the music. And he's on occasion he'll be talking about like, oh, this is a good song or something. I'm like, what song? I can't hear anything. Because I usually have the stream muted so we don't get an echo, and I just hear the Skype conversation. So the music is like I never hear any of it. So now I can finally have some music playing. This might be kind of tight here. 0.5. Music is still playing. Okay. Is there a compilation of your tips and tricks? Not really. I wish there was. A lot of these tips and tricks are gathered from actually a lot of different tutorials I've just come across, and just like trial and error for lots of years. Let's see, we went like 5. So, like way back when, there was a couple of sites I used to check out a lot. I'll have to, maybe I can put I should post about that one day, like sites that have just helped me along the way. So we're gonna have to make all of this a little bit smaller. There we go. And he did have a bottom tooth. So we're gonna go, actually we're gonna go like this. We're gonna turn this to white. Draw another shape and just kind of guess where like his bottom lip would be. All right, and then we can trim this. Trim. All right, so he's got a tooth. So we hide this. There we go. So we're gonna knock out that his left side, our right, after we get closer to a pattern here. And we red again. I keep bringing this down too far because I want to bring it back in. And we're just moving pretty quick. Ooh, going off screen. Where's it going? He does look like Pac-Man Ghost. Make this one a little bit longer. There we go. Object, path, offset path, 8, round, preview, okay, make it black. There we go. draw in the bottom again. And I disconnected it that way. Checking the chat. Yeah, Iceflow Studios does a lot of cool stuff. He had a really good tutorial on how to make text fuzzy, like how to make like hairy looking text, which was pretty cool. He had a real cool method on how to do that. I remember watching that way back when. Alright, all these, I forget what we did, 2? We do 2? Well, let's see, let's try it, because I can see, alright, it's hard to select 2. I gotta figure out what that, what was switched on or off to, object arrange, send back, trim, there we go. And one big eyeball. Yeah, I can finally hear music. Is the music too loud or is it okay? Okay, I'll check Twitter. Hold on. I'll check the Twitters. What we got? That's really cool. It's like little sat. Did you make this in Illustrator or Photoshop? You know, I'm talking. Yeah, I'm talking to Muddy. It almost has that spirograph feel to it. Very cool. All right, retweeted. Let me double check. Make sure everything's good. All right, we're good. Let me minimize that. And then where did I put my water bottle? All right. All right. This is all good. All right. Did you start this work drawn on paper or on digital? Well, I'm looking. We sketched it in Photoshop, but I drew it on paper earlier. I can't. Where's the screen? Right. So they're over there. And then there's this guy. And then I thought we'd do like this guy. So I'm just kind of looking off my sketchbook, and it's my reference. So we actually sketched on our sketchbook and in Photoshop, and then now we're just going over it in Illustrator. Honestly, don't even know what I was doing. Well, it turned out cool, and not knowing what you're doing is what ends up where you end up doing cool stuff. At least. In art. So I'm hoping I made this last ghost like fat enough to where we can cut him in half and turn him into our pattern. So we'll leave like that. Object, path, outline, stroke, and then we're gonna kind of actually no, bump this up to 6. Object, path, outline, stroke, and then so we're gonna make his eyeball kind of look like it's in a socket type thing. So we'll just add some basic shapes around this poor dude's eyeball. Like that, and over here. And oops, I didn't connect it. Connect. All right. So here. And so like the other reason why I like that whole circle thing is because you know how we just merge this together? Like we can, if I can find it. Where did my thing go? Nah, it's too far. What we do here? We did 1? Yeah, let's do 1. It's just nice how you can make it like all like smooth the whole thing out. Except this side doesn't have a dot. Where'd it go? Maybe maybe it's too acute over there. Oh well. Ah well. Figure it out some other time. And he's like looking down. This reminds me of Mike from Monsters Inc. And trim. And ungroup. And delete. And let's do this. Let's give him an eyebrow. He needs his one eyebrow. Big old fat eyebrow. And we'll smooth this side out. 1. There we go. And we'll smooth this side out. 0.5. There we go. He looks very like, what happened? So, and we'll make his mouth kind of like this. 5, yep. And we'll do corners. Easy mode corners. Set the profile to this one. CF object. Run out of mouse pad. Transform. Reflect. Vertical. And move it over. There we go. And then he needs an underbite. And we're doing easy mode. We're just going to do that and thicken it up. And we'll move his whole mouth just down a little bit. Actually, it looked kind of funny if it overlapped his eyeball, but that might get a little too crazy for the time being. And we will do object, path, outline stroke, because we got a corner down here. We're gonna get rid of this little corner. Dun, 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 dun. Telling you, sound effects, they make everything better. All right, trim that, ungroup that, dun, 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 merge. Are we at a point where we can turn this into a pattern? Yeah, we have some bubbles. Let's do the bubbles. Bubble. Make them fat little bubbles. All right. And I have some bubbles. F. Oops, moved the wrong one. Oh, what did I do? Z, Control Z, Control Z. All right. CF. Go over there. CF. We'll do. Where'd it go? No, what'd I do? Move the bubble. All right. CF. I don't know if we want bubbles on the bottom, so we're gonna have donuts down here, right? What time is it? 7:30. All right, we're doing good. So now we got to get rid of Ghosty Ghost. Here needs his left side removed. Poor guy. All right, boop, 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 boop. Then select that and trim. Ungroup. And it's going to leave me with an empty shape. We'll go through and clean that up. And then this ghost over here needs his side amputated. Bink. Dun, dun, to trim, to ungroup. All right, let's hope we did this right. I have some empty shapes, so select, same, fill and stroke. Check in the chat. Mason Mason's like an Illustrator guru. I'm streaming until 9 o'clock my time, which is another I can't do math, another hour and a half. 7, 8, yeah, an hour and a half. Thank you, Swami. Yep. And I get like going and not thinking of where I'm at, so hopefully like Swan Meat will keep me in check. Okay, so I got everything outlined, right? And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna, just to make this clean, I'm gonna merge all these guys together into one little group. All right, so now the fun part. We should be able to turn this into a pattern. Okay. Keyword there is should. Control Z, we might have to bring it back. You never know. So now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take the rectangle tool, and we got to carve out this poor ghost, man. He's just getting all his sides cut up. So I'm going to select this whole thing, and I'm going to click on divide. I think divide's the easiest one for now. So we're just going to use divide, right? I'm going to ungroup it, okay? And we're going to get rid of the stuff we don't need. And then we're going to have more empty shapes. So select, same, fill and stroke. All right, so now here's his side. We can drag it over. And yes, we made him just pudgy enough to where we have a seamless pattern. Right? Right. Okay. But now we're going to have to get rid of, we're going to have to chop him up one more time, poor guy. This poor ghost has been cut up left and right. Okay, so boom, boom, trim, ungroup. Did that leave another blank? I can't tell if it did or not. Okay, no, we're good. So, and we should be able to merge this together. All right, theoretically this should work. We might end up with some crazy seams, and we'll have to figure that out as we go. But okay, everybody cross your fingers, cross your toes, cross whatever you got. Actually, let me select. I just want to. I'm gonna get rid of the stuff I don't want. So select same. Fill and stroke. I'm gonna hit Control X, and see, we did have an empty shape there. That was our original tooth, right? Delete that. Control F. Oh, that's what we did. Okay, no, we need that tooth. I gotta go knock that out. His tooth here. All right. Trim. Ungroup. Get rid of the tooth. All right, so now we should just have the line art. Control A. All right. Right? Okay. So cross all your niblets, and let's drag this to the pattern brush. And it's hard to see the preview with something like this because you can already see how it's going to get really like intricate quick. There's not going to be a really good corner for this. Oh man, yeah, the corners, we're gonna have to mash them all together or something. Auto-centered maybe. All right, the inside corner. Luckily, we're not gonna need corners. Let's do auto-centered on both. But if we do end up with corners one time, I don't know, maybe it won't look too bad. Okay, so now I don't want to delete him just yet, just in case we need to come back. So I'm gonna drag him off screen, and then we had a. Where'd our circle go? Did we delete it? We must have deleted it somewhere along the way. Control Y. Yeah, we got rid of it. Okay. So, alright. Moment of truth. Ellipse tool. Zoom in. I feel like I drew the ghost too big. You know what? Let's up our artboard. It'll just make me feel better. I'm gonna up it to 1700. Okay, I just feel better now. I'm gonna Control G our group here. All right, I know I've said this like 10 times already. Moment of truth. Circle. Okay. All right, I'm gonna click this turkey. Ready? It worked. Look at that. Look at that. Hey, it worked. Look at all our ghosts sitting in a circle. All that trouble for that. But isn't it cool? Isn't it fun? Come on, this is fun. I love making this stuff. I don't see any crazy seams. It worked, right? So we got all our little ghosts sitting in a circle. And they got little bubbles. And actually, the putting them in a circular pattern, like, Adobe's kind of stretching the tops of them a little bit and making the bottoms of them narrower, which I think gives it more character. So I think it's a win. I like it. Now, if we can imagine donuts in the middle, this is going to get really weird. Man, I could make these all day. Why can't I get paid to just make these all day? I would love doing this. Circles everywhere. I think I need to put this on a shirt. Just have one big donut in the middle with little ghosts all the way around it. But no, we are going to make our donuts next. Okay, this is going to be, this is like we got challenge mode on, right? So, yeah, Anna, give me, I got to pat myself on the back. This is so much fun. I mean, come on. How can you not have fun with this stuff? You get to make like little pictures going in circles and make weird geometric shapes. If this was geometry, this is geometry. Alright, I'm checking the Twitter. Oh, Ty, this is cool. Okay, I'm gonna retweet something on Twitter. Ty did something. It reminds me of the Control-Alt-Shift-T stuff, which that's a little bit different because maybe one of these streams I'll talk Travis into letting me do that, because that you can like do an overlap thing with, and when you do it with like photos and stuff, it looks really, really cool. So if you check my Twitter, I just retweeted that, and let's see here. Okay. Yep, checking up on stuff. Let's check the chat. Craig. Yeah, Muddy approves. But see what I mean? It gets like intricate fast. I mean, we just drew 3 little faces, and now it's this full blown like intricate looking pattern for the most part. All right, so now we should get into donut mode. I'm gonna get another drink of. I got my mellow tea. All right, donuts. And hey, Trip 40, are you still in here? Are any of your songs on 97? I'm gonna load up Spotify. See, I'm listening to the. We got the album mix going on. Okay, yeah, you did. Okay, you did Galaxy. Let me turn on 99 Lives. If you can't tell, this is 99 Lives. I did the branding for them. Really good guys. Very cool label. Let me load up because you did a couple on 98, didn't you? All right, here I'll turn that one on. I'll turn the Rage Quit one on. Let's draw some donuts. I'm gonna make sure that my layers are locked here. So this is gonna be kind of tricky because we did. Here's why we did this. The ghost artwork in kind of like this Sharpie style, right? So it's just like real fat lines and stuff. That might be kind of hard to do the same on the donuts. The donuts. But I think what we're going to end up doing is I really want to just paint this stuff in Photoshop once we get down to it. Maybe what we could do is we could turn it into like a big, high-res thing. Because otherwise I would do the color for the donuts in here. But yeah, this is going to be kind of tricky. All right, it's a challenge. Let's go. Let's draw these donuts. What would be the best way here? I think it might be okay if we just make this. We just start with a perfect circle and start getting used to our line weights and whatnot. Because the other thing is, when you do the illustration versions, see what we should be doing actually is we should be, because as you make these things smaller, right? If you want the tricky part with this stuff, you know what? We should have just. Now that I'm thinking about it, I wonder if we should build this as one big piece, right? So what we do is we have the ghosts, right? We have these ghosts, and we know they work, right? So what if we just we'll move this circle out? We're gonna grab our ghosts, because what I'm looking for here, this is what I'm doing. The thing about the way this drawing is gonna work is line weight consistency. So what we want to do is we want the look of these. We want the look of the donut to have the same consistency of line weight as the ghost. So that way, when it's in one big pattern, it looks like it all goes together instead of like we built them separately, right? So the only thing that's going to do, and I gotta think about this. No, actually, if we just draw this next to the ghost and just keep referencing our line weights, I think we should be fine. All right, that was gibberish for. I think I got it. So let's make a donut. It's okay to talk to yourself. That usually. So we're gonna kind of add some points and just kind of, because the donut's not a perfect circle, right? You ever had a perfect circular donut? If I have, I don't remember it. I think I would have noticed a perfect circle donut. So we'll kind of just, oh yeah, don't show me that again. And like that, right? And then Control C, Control F, right, in front. Down, we'll just kind of rotate it. Control C, Control F. Stretch, drag, go. Okay. Top-down version is gonna be easiest. Let's drop this line weight. There we go. So, it's the dumbest looking donut. All right, Zwag, it was good to have you, bud. Hope you can catch us. We're here every Saturday, 6 to 9 Pacific. Other time numbers, other places, you know. Yeah, like donut being a perfect soul song, I would never. Really? Are there any more of the shirts available to buy? Yeah, the shop.99lives.com actually, but there's some there. Let's just keep going. We're gonna do sprinkles the cheat method. Okay, watch this. Oh yeah, this is cheat method. So we're gonna do just a line, right? We're gonna give it rounded ends. Okay, and we're gonna go to object path. You know what? We're gonna get really fancy actually. Watch this, okay? Outline stroke. We're gonna give that a stroke, right? We're gonna get really stupid simple here. We want this on the outside, right? And we want maybe about 2. Watch this. Oh man. Is my brain firing or what? Okay, so this is a sprinkle. Right? Control C, Control F. And this is a sprinkle. Control C, Control F. And that is a sprinkle. And we're going to get fancier. Some of you guys already know what I'm doing. Control C, Control F. Come on. This is like way shortcut, right? Copy all these. Control C, Control F. Move them over. And we want this one to we're going to have it come down and overlap. So we don't want it to give away our secrets. Right? Gotta be like a magician. Gotta hold some of those cards. All right, close to your chest. All right. Object. Yeah, see, some of you got it. Okay. Outline stroke. Right. Yeah, we're on our way. Got to trim this one. Do. Let's hope this works. And we'll get rid of the trim. See, it's crazy. You make patterns out of everything, all right? This guy, that's where our seam is. Okay. Divide. Ungroup. That. There's an empty space here. There. Even fancier, we're gonna overlap this side. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. See? Oh man, this is total cheat mode. All right, here we go. And trim, ungroup. Let's go ahead and merge these together. Merge. All right, let's see if it worked. Did we just make a sprinkle pattern brush? We have an empty shape in here somewhere. Oh, I gotta find it. We could probably keep them, but I always feel like, where is it? Control. I know it's in this one. Yeah. Okay. Select same. Film stroke. There's no one. Control F. Okay. Okay. Let's see if we got enough for sprinkles. Doot. pattern brush. Oh, we don't even worry about corners. Okay, we got it. All right. Let's see if this works. Don't want a square. I want a circle. Ah, see, it's telling us where the center is. All right. Did we just make a sprinkle brush? Hey, it's almost there. It's almost there. We got some overlaps. We're gonna have to do some cleanup. Okay. But actually, sprinkles do kind of. It'll be manual cleanup, but they do kind of overlap. All right. So now we can go to. Let's get this just right. A little bit bigger. I want that one to like overlap just a little bit. Actually, if we bump this up to like 1.5. Nah, that's too big. 1.25. Let's see. It's like it's almost there. It's just not random enough. Let's go. Let's Control Z back out. You know what we'll do? We're gonna make this. We need some more variety in here. Is what we need. So CF. We need it to be longer, even if it's just like this. So merge these two and take this one, ungroup, and even just this one and flip it. Right? And this one. So now it's still gonna be a pattern, but it'll appear to be a little bit more random on the edges. Right? Pattern brush. Okay. This time we'll leave it. Boom. That's better. See how it's a little more random on the edge? At first glance, it appears to be a little more random. All right, we're good. We're good. We're good. Okay, so the only thing is we can't do this on the other ones. We're gonna have to like really draw out. You're watching my brain fire on all cylinders. Sorta. Okay, so I can go to Object, Path, Outline, Stroke, and there we just turned our thing into a shape. So I'm going to go in and look for any edges that need some cleanup here. Now, this is where Control Y comes into play. So here, oh, and that's still a path. So Control Y. So Object, Path, Outline, Stroke. So here and here, trim, group, here, here, trim, ungroup. We're kind of going fast. Trimming out sprinkles. Do. And it looks funny because it kind of bent them a little bit, which is kind of cool. Okay, we have our donut shape. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna copy Control C, Control F, and so we can just kind of get a idea where it's gonna have to be. Okay, and we can't turn it or anything. It'd be, you know what we might want to do. Actually, let's do a couple little like divots. How do we want to do this? Is this gonna work if we just do? I mean, we just want to give it kind of the, you know, like there's like, you know, cake isn't smooth, so. I feel like a little kid with a magic marker. Oh, that didn't work. Just to kind of break it up. Dun, 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 dun. G object path object outline stroke CF. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, donuts. We're getting there. They don't look like awesome donuts. They look like donuts. Have you saved this file in a while? Yeah, maybe. Thank you. Check the stuff, the streams. All right, you guys still hear me? All right, you need them. All right, it's good. The music isn't like too loud, is it? Although it is good music, so it's okay if it's loud. Thank you, Swan Meat. Kim.com, yep. Yeah, I know who that guy is. Let's see. We're gonna grab. Okay, let's get rid of our sprinkles. Let's move our donuts over because I'm gonna use this guide here. This guide is gonna help us. Oh yeah, for Meganet. Didn't that guy go to jail for some amount of time or something? I know he plays a lot of games and stuff. Somebody, it's Mike that knows him, right? Diesel? And so, let's see, this, actually they're both gonna, yeah, so we could vary this up. I'm realizing we did the sketch all wrong. It was now that I'm looking at this, I'm glad I'm seeing it now. Let's see. You guys got any questions or anything while my brain restarts for a hot sec? Come on. Come on! Okay, donuts. We might have to fatten these donuts up a little bit. What if, you know what? We just need we'll do a fat outline around them once they're done. All right, I think that'll work. Okay, so we got donuts. Donuts. We're gonna draw some more donuts. I'm gonna do this on a new layer and lock this one. So we can go here, right? Donuts. We do 5. And our donut came down like this. You know what? I'll start with a. Well, no, this is working. This is working. We're good. We're good. Let's do that one over. Because I disconnected it and it's not giving me the same thingamajig. Come down here. When you're using the pen tool, it helps to like hold shift and stuff. Comes in handy. What happened to my thing here? All right. That's a dumb looking donut. All right, we're doing this all over again. What happened? We killed it. All right, so this way. Come on, brain, restart, restart, restart. All right. Then we will go and drag this, round it out. And then we got our icing. Back it up, back it up, back it up, back it up. This. Like that. And then up top here. Like that. It's getting there, it's getting there, it's getting there. Control Y so we can see where our... I messed that one up. Yeah, get in there. Where are we? Points, man. All right, there. Control Y. Smooth this out. There we go. Okay, so our donut here. Width tool. Bing. 1. Now, sprinkles. Ah, give me a sprinkle. Ungroup. 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 Give me a sprinkle. Control C. Control B. There we go. We got a sprinkle. And CF. Sprinkles. CF. Sprinkles. We gotta make a lot of sprinkles, man. CF. We're gonna need more, but I can't see what I'm doing. So this one. Did anybody see the? There's a video about the first 2 minutes of the new Star Wars leaked. Did anybody see that video? Crack me up. It looked like it was shot in a theater. Somebody doctored it up and made it though, and then like a minute and 40 seconds in, you just see Jar Jar Binks jump up on the screen, and you hear the audience yelling and angry. Crack me up. I'm gonna go see Star Wars, but I'm definitely gonna wait till the craziness blows over. Let's see, Control C, Control F, object transform, reflect, vertical, go this way. Okay, here's another little cool thing that I like. Oh, I'm realizing we forgot, well, we'll draw it in. We forgot the bottom here. Done. Done, done. This one needs to come down. We should have brought this one down too, actually, so let's do that. These two. More like that. So here's something else that's kind of cool. Donuts. Couldn't you use the 3D rotate tool for sprinkles on the middle one? Maybe, but I don't know. I like manual mode. Excuse me. What I missed? You know, Travis is busy right now. I was going to ask him in place of you. Muddy in place of what? I think Travis is out of town. I think. So if you have 2 points, I thought this was kind of cool. If you press Control-Alt-J, you can average them, right? So if I average both, hit OK, then hit Control-J, it'll merge those together, those 2 points. After I do this, I'll show you where it comes in handy. Oh, I lost my. Oh wait, there isn't one there. So say you have like, I've been using this a lot. So say you have like this, right? And you want these 2 points joined, but you're having problems like you don't want to drag one on top of each other, or because if you just hit Control J, it you know, it puts the it just joins the space of them together basically. So if you do Control Alt J, it'll average them so they're right on top of each other. Oh, that didn't work. Hold on. Let me show you a different way. Or did I? It's because I have a line. Hold on. No, that works. I must have selected all of them. Okay, so if you just select, I must have selected this bottom one too. So if I select just the two I want to join, Control Alt J, it'll join them together. Then if you hit Control J, now they're joined. So now this is a whole shape, and that has come in handy so many times, just on different stuff, especially when you're making like icon, like little icons and things like that. So I've been using that quite often lately. So let's see. I lost my width here. So I wanted this one. Okay. So let's hide this layer real quick just so I can see my sprinkles. CF. And we're going to do quick mode. And we need one like falling off. Over here. CF. Ooh, that's not good. Little sprinkles. And we need some from back here. Okay, so let's do cleanup. Oh wait, yeah, I can do it. Object, path, outline stroke. Dun, 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 dun. Trim, ungroup. Dun. Trim, ungroup. Oh, I just did the wrong one. Oops. Trim, ungroup. Yes, there's an empty space here. Select, same, fill in stroke. Dude. Reddit doesn't like tidy links to certain things, I think. Oh, what was the thing on? What was the Reddit thing? I missed it. I don't know what it was. Okay, well, back to donuts. And it's 8:10. Dang, we're gonna have to. Well, at least when we're done, you guys have gotten the gist of it, that you can make cool stuff with this process. Why? We gotta at least get the donut chain done. Alright, ungroup. Oh, what'd I do? That's not what I wanted. What'd I do? Trim. Oh, I did undo trim. This and this and this and trim, ungroup. Did I catch them all? Oh, this and trim and ungroup. All right. All right, let's bring our donuts back in. So these donuts, we need to get rid of these parts. And I hope this works. This will be pretty cool. If this works, I'm gonna go back and just like redo this, and you know what I mean. Actually, lock. Control G. Can I do this all in one go? Control G. Trim. Hey, it's getting there. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna figure this out here. I need one more part. Okay, Control G. Make sure we got blank. Select same. All right, brain, come on, kick in, kick in. We can figure this out. Control G. Control X. F. So we need to get a part of this over here, right? Yeah, we could just actually, we don't even need this second full donut, I think. Though it's awfully tight. It's way tight. All right. Ooh, this is gonna be a mess. This is gonna be a mess. All right. Well, let's just do it. All right, do it. Group. Oh man. Oh, wrong one. Ah! No, see, I hit that wrong one. There's got to be another method to do this. I don't want to trim it. Well, let's at least get rid of... Wait a minute. No, I don't think I have enough. I need to do one more link. I'm trying to think of the easiest way to make this seamless. Yeah, see, Mason, I was thinking the same thing, but I have to line it up perfectly. And I can't think of a way to do it to where, like, I could just hope I get close. You know what I mean? Because it's like, right, but it's what's going to happen is if I guess I could just use one of these as a guide. No, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Because I'm already over. See that? I'm already over. Watch. See how it's like on that one? And if I bring this one into that one, oh. Then I'm losing half the donut. See since our middle link here didn't like line up directly in the middle of the donut, the middle one's too fat. See, and if I cut it, if I cut it so I had that whole middle donut, then these two outer ones don't line up. Yeah, make one bigger. That's why I'm thinking I need to make another link and cut it, and instead I need to, because I need to mash them together basically. I need to have, see, yeah, that's what I did. They're going to have to kind of overlap, basically. Okay, I see what I need to do. Make sure. Yeah, see, if I do it this way, then I can, it's not perfect, but it'll work. Oh, I cut the wrong one. Get rid of that. That and that. Did I hit it again? Right, that, and that. Ah, I'm hitting the wrong buttons. Okay, and then here. Too many sprinkles. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. What I can do is just grab... Man, I can't. Alright, we're just gonna have to... Dang. So I need... We're getting there. Hold on. We're getting there. Coloring this thing's going to be terrible. But this is like the challenge. I mean, we set out to do this. Okay. Ungroup. Okay, so now I can see what I need. Alright, ah, we're getting close. Oh, okay, I can feel it. Oh, A. This is why you need layers in Illustrator, because they do come in handy. So now I can go like this. G. Okay, now we should be able to find... Oh, man. Okay, hold on. F. Just need some space, right? Oh, it's so close. Alright, screw it. I think we... fill in the gap here. Oh, I can almost taste it. Okay, I don't think this is gonna be seamless, but we gave it a shot. There. I feel like we're gonna have one sprinkle off or something. Oh man. Oh man. All that work. I feel like these two sprinkles might be off. Oh, don't be off. Select. Same. Fill and stroke. Donut. Oh man, I can't even tell. Look at that. I think they're gonna be off. Oh, are they gonna be off by one little thing? Oh man, all right, well, let's just see. Let's move all this stuff out of here. I think it's gonna be off. Man. Save again. Yep. Move. Where's our guides? We lost our guides. Alright. Save. Control C, Control F. Let's bring this down. Ready? It's off. Oh, man. 0.75. It almost worked, guys. You know what? Maybe the donut should be on the outside. It's so close. I mean, it's really... What is this? What are you selecting there? $1.5. No, maybe it did. Oh, come on. There's the sprinkle. No, see, it's off. Oh, it was just barely there, man. That one sprinkle. Well, we could fix that. Ah, you can't tell I'm zoomed out. Well, we almost did it. We almost made a donut chain. That was fun, though. See? I got my brain going. I got into, like, focus mode. Everybody's like, what's he doing? He got quiet. What happened? Yeah, Mason. Yeah. We're leaving it. But there you go. See? It's pretty cool, the stuff you can make out of pattern brushes. Blows my mind. I'm gonna chalk it up as a win. I think it works. I think we did it. See? Yeah, I could go back and just like replace each one of those bad sprinkles. But isn't that cool? I mean, we turned donuts into a chain. I didn't think we were even gonna get this far, to be honest with you. So, I'm happy with it. I think that turned out pretty cool. So, if memory serves, there's a way you can like save. You can save your brush library, which is good. I'm gonna use this again. I don't know where this, or is it always? Maybe it's always embedded in the AI file. I didn't think it was, but. So, anyhow. Oh, and this is cool. Say you want the donuts flipped. Let's just see what they look like. We can say flip along this way. Hit OK. Apply to strokes. Well, that looks kind of cool. Now the donuts are more on the outside, right? It's like Dharma donuts. Yeah, just that one sprinkle. I knew it. Yeah, there's always a bad sprinkle. Well, we did it. We did it. And now you can see. I mean, it's pretty cool, the stuff you can do with this whole thing. And just by manipulating stroke sizes and stuff, like the whole donut thing is extremely complicated for this whole piece. But you know, we could do something like where the ghosts, maybe the tops of the ghosts overlap. We can go back and trim that out if we really wanted to. You know, we can make the. I don't know. I can go back and forth, just playing with it. But you have to keep adjusting the stroke. See, that looks too small for. I wonder if I went back like Back to the Future and did these as one element. You know, see like this. Like since we know where the seam is. Let's see, are these both on the same? We could try this real quick, actually, see if it helps. So drag in guide. Guide, right, and then let's make sure this is grouped up. It's not. just to see what it would look like as one. Grouping. My smart guides don't want to work. Come on. Oh, I turned snapping off, didn't I? View. Snap to point. Let's try this again. No, that's not snapping. View. Isn't it snap to point? Snap to grid? I don't think it's snap to grid. No. How do I get it to snap to guides? Isn't there a way to get it to do that? Well, is that close? I can't tell. Nah, see, it's off just a hair. Mason, how do I do this? I spent the whole time looking for edges of borders and stuff, right? I'm one off. Do I have no, I don't have a line to pixel grid on. That side's good. Oh, well, close enough. Well, let's just see. If I drag this whole thing, like, because then we could, like, you know, then you could overlap stuff and make it one whole piece. So if I drag this over here, pattern brush, and I want the donuts on, no, that's good. Okay. So let's move these guys off canvas. Well, we can just do it over here. So we can do. Get rid of the sprinkle. I need to flip it. That's what happened. So flip across. Nah, see, that really like tore up. All our donuts turned triangular. Whoa! 0.5. Ah! Lost everything. 0.5. More like that. Wow. I mean, it's just crazy. Look at that. I don't know. It's just a cool tool, regardless. Then we can do. Let's see. You know what? That would be kind of cool to do, because you could do something like, if you wanted to put text underneath it. Like let's say we did a brush like this though. Do something cool where this is like these bubbles are knocked out, and then you turn this into a brush. And these guys, it'd be nice to where they had an outline, but watch this. This is a cool effect. Pattern brush, okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to flip this though. Move this off screen. Ah, why is it square? Cancel, cancel, Z. Ellipse. going here? Where's it going here? Come on. Alright, fine. Lock. Is that what you want? Try a rounded square for kicks. I don't know what a rounded square would do. Yeah, I think Synapse is on after me doing the 3D stuff. Check out his stuff. It's pretty cool. It's like you could do something like this, right? Like where we just knocked it out. We say, Evan was here on the Adobe. Can't spell. Evan was here. One of my favorite fonts. We'll go with Brawley. Where is it? EE. Brawley. Window. Type. Character. Let's put you in there where you belong. There we go. And show options. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. That's about big enough. Then we'll do some spacing. Yeah. There we go. We got a medallion looking thing. Stuff like that. Woo, it's cool. Yeah, I got some hydro fonts in there. We need like an end, right? There we go. There we go. Evan was, did I spell that right? Evan was here on the Adobe channel. There we go. Ta-da! Pattern stuff. Man, save, yes, save. Save all the things. Alright, let's color one of these. Let's just grab our ghost here. I'm going to go ahead and make a new document just to see what some color would look like. And then I will move actually we'll just hi guys, moving the stuff, zoop, and doot. There you go. Let's color some of this stuff just for fun, yeah? I found a combination of stuff I liked earlier. Let's see, expand to, we're just gonna do this quick, select reverse. What color should they be? Do kind of what I did earlier. I like the combination I had earlier, which is like this. Actually, we use a gradient overlay. Yellow and pink. My favorites. Change this to radial. flip it. Control J, Control E. Color overlay, black. Give it a stroke. Yeah, there we go. That's looking kind of cool. 4. Actually, we'll make this more orange, or more saturated. A little more saturated, a little more orange. Cyan, magenta, and yellow. Yep, my favorites. How are we doing on time? All right, we got just a few more minutes. And I'm going to drop the whole tablet onto the floor. Got the stylus. There we go. Let's color some eyeballs in. Then you could add, like, a cool thing doing this in Photoshop like this is you could apply, you could do the shadows, like you can give the whole thing a, a specific direction, right? So say, like this top part, say the shadows are top down, which I could do something like. See, like if I had a layer rated lights, I don't know how this will look. Let's see. We'll do this just to see what it looks like. So if I did, where's my brush? Brush size ain't coming up. What are you doing to me? Okay, there it goes. Anyway. So if we did, like, say, this is just really rough, but say we did highlights on the top here. We set this to, well, it's on overlay. Then you could match it down here. So you could do the highlights along the bottom, which would give the whole thing an interesting look. Because even though it's a pattern, your light source is the same direction, which could be cool. Then you could do shadows too, which would be, I'll have to play with this. Alright, I'm starting to get really addicted. You might be seeing a lot of this on the channel lately. Just be forewarned. So I chose into soft light. See, I could do, well, I don't want soft light. I want multiply. Turn it down. I'm just doing this quick, but say, like on his teeth, you could really get, a really cool effect. Like, say the shadows are. No, that's the wrong side. You see where I'm going with it, though? It could be cool if it shared the same light source, even though it was pattern. I don't know. I'm gonna have to play around with that. That gives it a kind of cool look, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Isn't that cool? I think it looks pretty cool. I'm looking at it on the other screen. It looks cool. I don't know. It could be. My brain is completely done. What do you guys think? It's a Cintiq. It's a 22. It takes up my whole desk. Man, Stevie earlier was she was talking about she was started on a little bamboo, and that's just that says like super talented, because I've struggled on the smaller ones and I never got used to it. I still struggle on this big one. Go back and clean this up, but that would be pretty cool. Oh, what happened? What'd I do? What'd I do? Okay, sorry. Oh, I got that thing on. It's not letting me color. Come on. Come on. Come on. No, stop doing it. What are you doing? It's that plug-in. No, what are you doing? Let's see, how are we doing on time? Alright, we got like 12 more minutes. So before we go, I'm gonna keep coloring this thing. If it'll let me color it, let me color it, let me color it. Let's try zooming in. Maybe that'll be easier. Everybody tell Swami thank you for modding being the super mod tonight. Swami does an awesome job. So please, everybody say thank you, Swami, and Anna when Anna stopped by, and everybody else that stopped by. This is pretty cool. Pretty cool being able to stream on here, and went solo tonight. Hope you guys learned something, had some fun. I hope you at least had some fun. Maybe learned something? I don't know. I learned donuts are hard. Donuts, man. But I'm going to try it again. If you get a chance, you check out Den Pattern. Maybe that'll give you ideas for other patterns down the road to do. If you do any of this stuff, like I said, tweet it at me. Send me a quick tweeter. Yeah, man. I gotta clean this up. Where's my thing? Where's my thing? Down here. And I like to go filter, noise, add some of the noise, Gaussian, monochromatic, 2. Okay, give it some texture, or I lose my mind. Drives me nuts if there's no like little bit of texture. Let's see. Oh, actually, let me check Twitter. Did I get some new stuff? Ooh, David's he's got another one. That's cool. I gotta retweet that. I love the colors. It reminds me of they look like jewels. Let me blow that up. Oh, they are jewels. That's cool. That's a good idea. I like that, David. Very nice. Right on. Yeah, if you guys do come up with that stuff, though, definitely tweet them at me. I love checking that stuff out. Double check the old stuff and stuff. Reload that. All right. Let's see. Let me check with the chat. Evan, after the stream ends, could you please help me out with something involving Illustrator? Buddy, did you already DM me on Twitter? I think you did, right? Let me check. I think you did. I'll look at it. DM me again on Twitter, and yeah, I'll check it out. Yeah, isn't that cool what David did? It turned out really good, dude. I love it. Yep, so Synapse will be on in... Is it Synapse or Synapse? That's the real question. I should know this. Feedback on your gyms. Yeah, dude, I like the gyms, man. They turned out cool. Let's see. Yeah, donuts is easier to eat than draw. Yep, them dollar donuts. And let's add some more. Where's my highlights? All right. Gotta get back to my brush. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be doing more of this stuff because it's too much. It's addicting. It's totally addicting. Once you get really motoring on it, it's hard to stop. I mean, it's really hard to stop doing pattern. And we just played with the illustration type stuff. We didn't even look at like there's the whole, like, you know, the vintage stuff, the traditional stuff, which is more like scroll work and things like that. We could probably get into that one of these days. Am I on the right layer? Yeah, it's just my brush is a lot tinier. That's looking pretty cool. Man, the donut's the color. Think of how crazy that's gonna be. Woo-hoo-hoo. I don't know if I'm gonna get into that one anytime soon. Let's see. Oh, you know what? We should have grabbed this other one. Where'd it go? We'll color that one later. The one where we put the text on top, because that would make some cool medallions and stuff. Like the badges and all the things like that. Sugar candy that you're getting. Yeah. Iridescent. Yeah, there is. There's I forget the manufacturer. There's another one. If you look up a guy named calls himself Frenden, Frenden. He's done a bunch of reviews on a whole bunch of different tablets, and they're all really well done. And he does reviews on like anything that is a tablet. He's done a review on it. And I forget the other manufacturer, but there's one. There's another one floating around, but like he was doing reviews on like the Surface tablets and anything, because he's an illustrator, so he was trying out everything he could just to see, you know, just to see how it works, I guess. So if you look, all right, Muddy, I'll check it out. If you look up Frenden, he's also got some really good brushes for a couple different programs. One for Photoshop, but really good set of brushes. You know what? So next week I may not be here. It may be Travis solo, and we were supposed to go over typography. But do you guys want to jump back into after that? Do you want to jump back into UX and stay in UX and UI web stuff, or do you want to go back to like what we're doing, like this type of stuff? Huon, that's the name of it. Let me know in the chat, because next week we're going to do typography in web design. So we're going to be looking at UI and UX in, but specifically type and fonts, and you know where best to use different types of fonts and styles as far as like headlines and the different as you break down the hierarchy of headlines and body copy and subheadlines and all that stuff. We're going to go over that stuff and try some things out and see what we can find. But then so DJ, you want to see more UI UX? Okay. I vote sticking with stuff like this. I don't enjoy UI UX stuff as much. Would you guys like it if we alternated, like maybe mixed it up? My glove is a Target special. It is a $2 glove where I just cut 3 of the fingers out. And it helps me to draw because the pad of your hand slides on the tablet. So yeah. So it's super expensive, like $2.99, $2.99. And unless you're ambidextrous, it's a 2-for-1 deal. Mason likes logos. Yeah, we should do more. Maybe we'll do more collab logos where I sketch them up and Travis can vectorize them. That's always fun. More web design. All right. Well, it sounds like we got everybody in the pool. But alternating every week. Okay. Well, when old Travis gets back, we'll let him know, and we'll be back. Next Saturday. Same time, of course, same channel. More patterns, please. See, I like how you're thinking, Manu. Yep, more patterns, please. If you don't already follow me on my own channel, it's just Evan Eckerd. It's just, maybe I should like write this out. It is EVAN. Can I spell my own name? Can I? So I'll be streaming like this type of stuff probably more often, because I enjoy it too much. Thank you, Swami. I don't know, Craig. I might shut her down after this. It depends. Let me get rid of this layer before I ruin this artwork. Let me save it. Yeah, we'll save it as stuff and stuff. Makes perfect sense, right? Yeah, I don't know. I'll probably stream. What time is it? Oh, we're counting down, guys. I'm gonna stream throughout the week now that I know that I've got everything working. Make sure my clock's right. All right, Swami, don't hate me if I'm like mess this up. But yeah, follow over there. Of course, every Saturday here, and we will be streaming. I'm gonna switch back to. And there we go. And there we go. Oh. Can't do all these things at once, man. So, again, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Synapse. He's going to hate me. He's up next with some 3D work. Check him out. He does some awesome stuff. And, yeah, guys. I will see you next Saturday. Bright and late. We'll catch you later. Let's see. All right. We'll catch you Saturday and later this week. Am I making any sense? I've completely lost my marbles. All right. No, yeah, CJ, thanks for stopping out, Craig. Everybody help. Talk to you later.